walked a road of broken dreams, through silent nights and restless scenes. Every mile felt cold and gray, like hope had slowly slipped away. With dusty boots and tired hands, I wandered through this weary land, searching for a saving grace, looking for a hiding place. The stars were fading in the sky, and I could hear the wind pass by, like a whisper calling me from somewhere deep in eternity. Then the horizon turned to gold, and I felt a warmth inside my soul, like heaven reaching down to say, your mercy's here to stay. There's mercy in the morning light, shining through the darkest night. Every sorrow fades away when your love begins to stay. When the world feels cold and torn, and my heart is tired and worn, I can see your mercy rise with the sun in morning skies. I remember nights I cried alone, feeling far away from home, but your grace was always near, even when I lived in fear. Like a river running free, your love kept calling out to me. Every note my guitar plays sings about your saving grace. Now the road feels bright and clear, in your gentle voice I hear. Every step I take today feels like walking in your way. The blues inside my wandering soul finally found a place called home, and the light that filled the sky wiped the tears from my eyes. Yeah, there's mercy in the morning light, shining through the darkest night. Every burden fades away when your grace begins to stay. When the storm clouds disappear and the rising sun is near, I can feel your love once more, like the waves along the shore. others try to stay, and the devil blocks my way. I will sing these gospel blues, 'cause your love will see me through. Through the valleys, deep and wide, you were always by my side. Every road that led me here showed me you were always near. There's mercy in the morning light, shining strong and shining bright. Through the sorrow and the pain, your love falls down like rain. When my journey's almost done and I'll see the rising sun, I'll still sing these gospel blues for the love you always choose. Yeah, the morning's finally here, and your mercy never ends. Lord, these blues became my prayer again. I was walking through the valley with the shadows all around. Every step felt a little heavy, every prayer without a sound. But the night was slowly breaking when I looked up to the sky. There was mercy in the silence, there was hope in your reply. There's a light in the valley tonight, shining through the dark of my soul. When the road gets cold and lonely, Lord, you never let me go. Through the storm and through the pain, your love carries me home. There's a light in the valley tonight, and I know I'm not alone. I've been running from my sorrow, I've been hiding from my past, but your grace came like a river, and it found my heart at last. Now my chains are slowly breaking, like the dawn after the rain. And the blues I used to carry turned into amazing grace. There's a light in the valley tonight, shining through the dark of my soul. When the road gets cold and lonely, Lord, you never let me go. Through the storm and through the pain, your love carries me home. There's a light in the valley tonight, I know I'm not alone. When the river keeps on rolling and the wind begins to cry, I will lift my voice to heaven with these blues that testify. There's a light in the valley tonight, and it's shining just for me. Every road that I was walking led me to eternity. Through the storm and through the rain, your grace set my spirit free. There's a light in the valley tonight, and your love keeps rescuing me. Oh Lord, the light feels heavy tonight, but I know your light is somewhere in the storm. There's a storm rolling deep in my soul tonight, like thunder in the fading light. Every road that I tried to take left my heart feeling bent and broken like a chain. I've been wandering through this restless land with nothing but this guitar in my hand, looking for a place to rest my soul, looking for a hand to hold. I heard the wind through the tall pine tree, sounding like a quiet prayer to me, like heaven calling from far away, telling me everything will be okay. And the rain began to softly fall, like mercy answering my call. Every drop washing pain away, like grace falling down today. There's a storm on my soul tonight, but your love is my guiding light. Through the thunder, that your mercy heal my soul. yesterday, but the memory wouldn't fade away. And your love came shining through like a morning breaking glue. Every chain began to fall when I heard your gentle call. Now the blues inside this old guitar sounds like freedom where you are. Every chord begins to rise like a prayer across the sky. And the road don't feel so long tonight. Now I'm walking toward the light. Every step feels strong and true. Love, because I walk with you. There's a storm on my soul tonight, but I see your holy light. Through the sorrow and the fight, you are leading me to life. When my journey finally ends and the broken heart can mend, I'll still sing these gospel blues for the love that has no end. Yeah, the storm is fading now, and I can see the dawn. Oh, these gospel blues brought my wandering spirit I was walking down a dusty road with a heart carry heavy load. Every mile felt cold and gray, like a light had slipped away. My old boots dragged through the sand with a worn out guitar in my hand. Looking for a place to rest, looking for a little peace at bed. The night wind whispered through the trees like a quiet prayer on the breeze, and the stars above began to shine like a holy guiding sign. I stopped beneath the open sky with tears falling from my eyes. Then I felt a gentle hand lift my soul again. I'm walking on the road to mercy tonight, following that holy light. Through the sorrow and the pain, Lord, you break every chain. When the night feels cold and long and I barely hold on strong, I keep walking toward your grace on this road to mercy today. I remember nights I cried alone, feeling far away from home. Every prayer I tried to say felt like it drifted far away. But your grace was always near, atmosphere, like a river running wild and free. Your love kept calling me. Now the blues inside my soul feels like heaven taking hold. Every chord my guitar plays sings about your saving grace. And the road don't feel so dark tonight. Now I'm walking in your light. Every step feels strong and true, Lord, because I walk with you.
I'm walking on the road to mercy tonight,
shining through the darkest night. Every sinner lost in pain can be born again. When the storm clouds roll above, I will trust your endless love. And I'll sing these gospel blues for the grace that pulled me through. When the thunder starts to roar and my heart can't take much more, I will lift my voice and sing for the peace your love can bring. Through the valleys dark and wide, you were always by my side. Every road that led me here showed me heaven drawing near.
I'm walking on the road to mercy tonight,
and your love became my light. Through the sorrow and the fight, you restored my life. When my journey finally ends and my broken heart can mend, I'll still sing these gospel blues for the grace that brought me through. Yeah, this road keeps winding slow, but every mile I go feels like I'm getting closer home. Yeah, I hear that old train coming tonight, rolling down the tracks of mercy. I was standing by the railroad line with a heart worn down by time, watching shadows fade away at the end of the day. My old boots covered in dust and clay from the roads where I lost my way. Every mile I walked alone felt like miles away from home. Then I heard that whistle cry echo through the open sky, like a promise calling me from somewhere in eternity. And the rails began to hum like a gospel beat on a drum. Every sound began to say, child, there's still a better way.
There's a train to salvation tonight,
rolling through the fading light. Every broken soul can ride if they leave their fear behind.
When the night feels cold and long
and the road is always led you wrong. Hear that whistle call your name on that train of saving grace. I climb aboard with trembling hands, leaving footprints in the sand. Every burden I once knew felt alive in the morning dew, and the rhythm of those rolling wheels sounded like a prayer that heals. Every mile the train would go felt like heaven in my soul. Through the valleys dark and wide, I could feel you by my side. Every mountain, every bend brought me closer home again. Now the blues inside my song feels like where I belong. Every chord begins to rise like a hymn across the sky. There's a train to salvation tonight, shining through the darkest night. Every sinner lost in pain can be born again. When the storm clouds fill the sky and the world keeps passing by, just listen for that gospel sound rolling down those holy rails. To roar and the wheels begin to soar, I will sing these gospel blues for the love that carried me through the sorrow and the fight. You became my guiding light. Every road that led me here showed me heaven drawing near. There's a train to salvation tonight, rolling strong and burning bright. Through the darkness and the pain, you broke every chain. When my journey finally ends and my soul begins to mend, I'll still sing these gospel blues for the grace that brought me through. Yeah, that train keeps rolling slow tonight, and every mile it goes feels like heaven calling me home. The storm was long and dark last night, but I can see the morning coming. The rain was falling on the ground, thunder rolling all around. Every shadow in the night tried to steal my guiding light. My old guitar close to my chest was the only place to rest. Every chord I tried to play was a prayer along the way. The wind was crying through the trees like a restless melody, and my heart felt cold and tired like a fading dying fire. But somewhere through the darkest sky, I saw the clouds begin to cry. Then a little beam of gold touched my weary soul. There's a morning after the storm tonight, shining with a holy light. Every broken heart can find peace for their troubled mind. When the night has been too long and you barely hold on strong, just remember through the pain, sunshine comes again. I remember nights of fear, feeling like no hope was near. Every step I tried to take felt like one more big mistake. But the mercy in that dawn showed me I was not alone. Like a river running free, grace came over me. Now the sky is bright and clear, and your voice is drawing near. Every mile along the road feels lighter than before, and the blues inside my song feels like where I belong. Every chord my guitar sings feels like angels spreading wings. There's a morning after the storm tonight, burning warm and burning bright. Every sinner lost in pain can be born again. When the thunder shakes the sky and the storm clouds roll on by, just remember through the rain, sunshine comes again. Takes its toll, lift your voice and sing the blues for the love that carried you through the valleys dark and deep, through the promises you keep. Every road that led me here, show me heaven drawing near. There's a morning after the storm tonight, and it's shining with your light. The sorrow and the pain, you remove my chains. When my journey finally ends and my broken heart can mend, I'll still sing these gospel blues for the grace that brought me through. I was walking down a broken road with a heart carrying a heavy load. Dusty wind against my face, searching for a little grace. My old guitar against my side, through the places I would hide. Every chord I tried to play was a prayer along the way. The night was deep and cold and still, moonlight resting on the hill. Every shadow on the ground felt like a lonely sound. Then I heard a church bell ring, through the valley it would sing, like a voice from far above. calling me back to love. Lord, lead me home tonight, through the dark into your light, where my road has lost its way. Show me where to stay, when the world feels cold and strange, and my heart is filled with pain. I will sing these gospel blues, till your love pulls me through. Oh, oh, oh. I remember nights I cried, trying hard my pain to hide. Every prayer I tried to say seemed to slowly drift away. But the mercy in that sound lifted every burden down, like a river strong and wide, flowing deep inside. Now the road feels warm and bright, since I stepped into your light. Every mile feels strong and true. Now I walk this road with you, and the blues inside my songs feel like where I belong. Every chord my guitar sings feel like angels spreading wings. Lord, lead me home tonight, guide me with your holy light. Every sinner lost in pain can be born again. When the thunder shakes the sky and the storm clouds roll on by, I will sing these gospel blues for the love that pulled me through. Feel too deep, and the promises I keep seem to fade like yesterday, I will kneel and pray. Through the sorrow and the fight, you became my guiding light. Every road that led me here showed me heaven drawing near. Lord, lead me home tonight, walking in your endless light. Through the sorrow and the pain, I was born again. When my journey finally ends, and my broken heart can mend, I'll still sing these gospel blues, for the grace that brought me through. I was walking down an empty road with a heart carrying a heavy load. The night was cold, the sky was black, and there was no turning back. My old guitar across my shoulder, my tired soul growing older. Every mile I tried to run from the things I had done. Then I saw a light up on the hill, standing quiet, standing still, like a beacon through the night, burning soft but burning bright. And the wind began to softly say, you don't have to run away. There's forgiveness in that sign where mercy and love combine.
Ooh, the cross still shines tonight,
Through the darkest night,
every broken soul can find
peace for the troubled mind. When the road feels cold and long, and you feel like you don't belong, look up to that holy sign, 'cause the cross still shines. I knelt down on the dusty ground when the church bells echoed through the town. Every tear I tried to hide felt like rain inside, and the weight I used to feel began to slowly heal, like a river washing pain in a gentle holy rain. Now the blues inside my song feels like where I belong. Every chord my guitar plays sings about amazing grace, and the light upon that hill shines inside me still. Every step I take today shows me there's a better way.
the cross still shines tonight,
Guiding hearts with holy light,
so that every sinner lost in pain
can be born again when the storm clouds fill the sky and your hope begins to die. Just remember what you've seen. The cross still shines for me. Thunder shakes the ground and no peace can be found. Lift your voice and sing the blues for the love that carried you through the valleys dark and deep, through the promises he keeps. Every road that led me here showed me heaven drawing near.
Ooh, the cross still shines tonight,
Burning warm and burning bright,
sorrow and the pain.
you remove my chains when my journey finally ends, and my broken heart can mend. I'll still sing these gospel blues for the grace that brought me through. Yeah, that cross still shines tonight, and every blues I sing feel like a prayer to the King. tonight, but I know there's a shelter in your grace. I was walking through a restless night with the moon hanging pale and white. Every road felt dark and long, like a never-ending song. My old guitar against my chest was the only place to rest. Every chord I tried to play was a prayer I couldn't say. The wind was whispering through the trees like a lonely melody, and the sky began to cry with the rain falling from the sky. But somewhere through the pouring rain, I felt hope return again, like a light I couldn't see, calling out to me. There's a shelter in your grace tonight, shining through the darkest night. Every weary heart can find peace within your life when the storm begins to rise and the tears fall from my eyes. I will sing these gospel blues till your love pulls me through. I remember all the pain, standing in the pouring rain. Every prayer I tried to send felt like it would never end. But your mercy found my soul, like a fire taking hold, like a river running free, washing over me. Now the road feels bright and clear, since I felt your spirit near. Every mile feels strong and true. Now I walk this road with you, and the blues inside my song feels like where I belong. Every chord my guitar sings feels like angels spreading wings. There's a shelter in your grace tonight, guided by your holy light. Through the sorrow and the pain, you remove my chains. When my journey finally ends and my broken heart can mend, I still sing these gospel blues for the grace that pulled me through. walking slow down that old dirt road tonight. Lord, I can feel your mercy in the wind. I've been walking down a dusty road with a heart that's feeling tired and cold. Every mile felt heavier than the last, running hard from my broken past. The moon was hanging low and pale, like a lantern through a lonely trail. And every step that my boots would make sounded like a prayer I couldn't say. I try to carry all my shame like a burden wrapped in chains, but the more I ran from yesterday, the more I felt the pain. Then a whisper came through the night air slow, like a river starting to flow. And I heard a voice deep in my soul saying, "Child, just let it go. There's grace on the old dirt road tonight, shining like a soft warm light through the sorrow and the fight. Lord, you made my spirit right. When the world feels dark and cold and the night takes hold of my soul, I just follow where the light is shown, down that old dirt road back home." I remember all the tears I cried, all the nights I tried to hide, every prayer I left unsaid, every dream I thought was dead. But mercy came like summer rain, falling softly on my pain, and every drop washed me clean like a love I'd never seen. Now the blues inside my old guitar sounds like freedom where you are. Every note begins to rise like a prayer into the sky, and the wind keeps singing low through the fields in the old pine road, telling every wandering soul there's a place where broken hearts can go. There's grace on the old dirt road tonight, shining like a soft warm light through the sorrow and the fight. Lord, you made my spirit right. When the storm clouds start to roll and the thunder shakes my soul, I just follow where the light is shown, down that old dirt road back home. Starts to rise and the devil fills my mind, I just close my weary eyes and remember you're beside. Through the valley dark and deep, through the promises you keep, every road that I have known led me back to heaven's home. There's grace on the old dirt road tonight, shining through the dark as a night. Every sinner lost in pain can be born again. Through the rain and through the storm, through the nights I felt alone, I can hear your mercy calling me down that old dirt road back home. echoes inside my soul. Finally found its way back home. Down by the river where the old road bends, I was searching for mercy again, with a worn-out heart and a restless soul, trying hard just to let things go. The wind kept whispering through the trees, like a prayer drifting on the breeze. Then I saw a light through the midnight sky, and the tears just filled my eyes. There's a cross by the river tonight, shining through the dark and the pain. Every sinner, every broken heart can be born again. When the road gets heavy and long, and the night won't let you sleep, there's a cross by the river tonight, calling softly to me. I remember the miles I walked alone, with a heart that felt like stone. But grace came down like falling rain, washing away my shame. Now the blues in my old guitar sounds like freedom where you are. Every note is a prayer I sing for the mercy that you bring. There's a cross by the river tonight, shining through the dark and the pain. Every sinner, every broken heart can be born again. When the road gets heavy and long, and the night won't let you sleep, there's a cross by the river tonight, calling softly to me. When the storm clouds roll my way, and the devil tries to stay, I will sing these gospel blues, 'cause I know your love is true. There's a cross by the river tonight, and the light is shining bright. Through the sorrow and the fight, you will lead me to the light. Oh, the river keeps flowing free, like your grace inside of me. There's a cross by the river tonight, and it set my spirit free. Yeah. road feels long tonight, but Lord, I can hear your mercy in the wind. The clock struck 12 in this quiet room. Shadows dancing in the pale moon. Got this old guitar in my trembling hands, trying hard to understand. Every mile that I walked alone, every seed of pain I've sown, every tear that fell like rain, Lord, you knew my every pain. I was drifting like a restless train, running hard through the pouring rain, trying to find a place to hide from the storm that lived inside. But the silence spoke your gentle name, like a whisper through the flame, and the darkness slowly gave way when I knelt down there to pray. These midnight prayer blues are calling out to you through the darkness and the pain. Lord, your love remains true when my heart feels worn and used and my soul is feeling bruised. I just say these midnight prayer blues and let your mercy break through. There's a candle burning soft and low, casting shadows on the wooden floor, and the wind outside begins to sing like the angels spreading wings. Every chord my fingers play tonight feels like reaching for the light. Every note begins to rise like a prayer into the sky. I remember roads that led me wrong, places I didn't belong, but your grace kept calling me like a distant melody. Now the blues that filled my soul turned into a river flow, and the chains that once held tight lost their hold in heaven's light. These midnight prayer blues still calling out to you through the darkness of this life. Your light keeps shining through when my journey's almost done. dusty town with the evening sun going down. Every step felt cold and slow, like a place I didn't know. My old guitar hung by my side, through the places I would hide. Every chord I tried to play carried the pain of yesterday. The wind rolls softly through the trees like a quiet melody, and the sky began to glow with a light from long ago. Then I heard a church bell ring, through the valley it would sing, like a voice from far away, calling me back to pray. I'm heading down the Father's road tonight, following that holy light, leaving every fear behind with a peaceful mind. When the night feels cold and long, and my faith feels almost gone, I will sing these gospel blues for the love that pulled me through. I remember nights of shame, trying hard to hide my pain. Every prayer I tried to say seemed to slowly drift away, but the mercy in that sound lifted every burden down, like a river strong and wide, flowing deep inside. Now the road feels warm and bright since I stepped into His light. Every mile feels strong and true. Now I walk this road with you, and the blues inside my soul feels like heaven taking hold. Every chord my guitar sings feels like angels spreading wings. I'm heading down the Father's road tonight, guided by His holy light. Every sinner lost in pain can be born again. When the thunder shakes the sky and the storm clouds roll on by, I will sing these gospel blues for the grace that pulled me through. And the promises I keep seem to fade like yesterday, I will kneel and pray. Through the sorrow and the fight, You became my guiding light. Every road that led me here showed me heaven drawing near. I'm heading down the Father's road tonight, walking in His endless light. Through the sorrow and the pain, I was born again. When my journey finally ends, when my broken heart can mend, I'll still sing these gospel blues for the grace that brought me through. Yeah, that road keeps shining bright tonight, and every step I take feels like I'm finally going home. Yeah. Been walking this road a long time, but I know one day the Lord will call my name. I was walking through a quiet town with the evening sun going down, dusty roads beneath my feet, echoing a lonely beat. My old guitar against my chest, like the only place I could rest. Every chord I tried to play carried my blues away. The wind was blowing soft and low through the fields of long ago, and the sky turned golden red like the words my mama said. She told me, son, don't lose your way, even on your darkest day. When the world feels cold and strange, the Lord will call your name. When the Lord calls my name tonight, I will walk into the light, leave my sorrow far behind, with a peaceful mind. When the road has worn me down and my faith can't be found, I still sing these gospel blues for the love that pulled me through. I remember nights of pain, standing in the pouring rain. Every prayer I tried to say seemed to slowly drift away. But the sound of distant bells through the quiet valley tells that His mercy never fades. Through the nights and days, now the blues inside my soul feels like heaven taking hold. Every chord my guitar sings feels like angels spreading wings, and the road feels bright and wide with the Lord here by my side. Every mile along the way feels like a brand new day. When the Lord calls my name one day, I will gladly walk His way through the sorrow the blues, and I'll finally make it home. I was sitting on a wooden chair in a room filled with silent prayer. My old guitar across my knee, like the only friend left for me. The night was deep and cold outside, with nowhere left for me to hide. Every note I tried to play carried the pain of yesterday. The candles flickered on the wall while my shadows grew so tall, and every chord began to rise like a cry into the skies. Then I felt a gentle breeze through the old church windows and the trees, and the silence seemed to say, "Child, I hear you when you pray." Heaven heard my blues tonight, shining down a holy light. Every tear I tried to hide fell right at his side. When the road was cold and long, and I felt I didn't belong, heaven heard my broken song and carried me along. I remembered all my wrongs, all the nights that felt too long, all the prayers I left unsaid, all the dreams I thought were dead. But the mercy in that sound lifted every burden down, like a river strong and wide, flowing deep inside. Now the blues inside my soul feels like heaven taking hold. Every chord my guitar plays sings about amazing grace, and the darkness fades away with the light of a brand new day. Every step along the road feels lighter than before. Heaven heard my blues tonight, burning warm and burning bright. Every sinner lost in pain can be born again. When the thunder shakes the sky and the storm clouds roll on by, just remember when you sing, heaven hears everything. When the world feels cold and gray and the hope just fades away, lift your voice and let it sing to the Lord above all things. Through the valleys dark and deep, through the promises He keeps, every road that led me here showed me heaven drawing near. Heaven heard my blues tonight, fill my soul with holy light. Through the sorrow and the pain, you removed my chains. When my journey finally ends and my broken heart can mend, I'll still sing these gospel blues for the grace that pulled me through. Yeah. Tonight I know one thing. thing is true. Every blues I sing, heaven hears it too. Yeah. Midnight feels heavy tonight, but I know your grace still shines in the dark. Midnight train was rolling slow through the town I used to know. Street lights flickered in the rain like memories filled with pain. I carry nothing but my blues, worn boots and broken shoes, and a guitar that knew my soul from the nights I lost control. The wind was crying through the trees like a lonely melody, and the sky was painted black like there was no turning back. And a distant church bell rang through the silence, through the pain, and I felt a gentle peace like my restless heart released. There's grace in the midnight hour, more than any earthly power. When the night feels cold and long, He will lead you home. When your heart is full of pain and your prayers feel lost in rain, just remember in the dark, God can light a spark. On an old church stair, played the blues that turned to prayer. Every chord began to rise like a hymn across the skies, and the moon broke through the clouds, shining soft but shining proud, like a promise from above, wrapped inside His love. Now the road don't feel the same since I called His holy name. Every mile feels warm and bright like the breaking morning light, and the blues inside my song feels like where I belong. Every note my guitar sings feels like angels spreading wings. There's grace in the midnight hour, shining like a holy tower. Through the sorrow and the fight, You restored my life. When my journey finally ends and my broken soul can mend, I'll still sing these gospel blues for the grace that brought me through. through the valleys cold and wide. You were always by my side. Every road that led me here showed me heaven's drawing near. There's grace in the midnight hour,